Could you imagine a whole town of succulents?
A whole city?
A whole country?
Actually, I can.
Whoa!
We could build our own succulent cities. We could shape and design them any way we like. And you could be the president and you could be the prime minister. And we'd rule the succulent city.
That's my dream.
Let's go. You guys look like you're ready to build a city.
Yeah.
Well, we've got everything we need. We've got our succulents, we've got some decorations.
Drawers?
And yeah, we've got these old drawers. I know, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you can actually repurpose all different items around the home into containers for succulent cities.
So good we can save them from landfill.
I know.
Let's get building.
But before we get started, you can see this cacti is quite spiky. So we've got some tongs and our gloves to protect our hands. So I think we'll collect some of our bits. So we've got our drawers and got some holes in the bottom of the drawer to allow the water to come through. And now we've also got to put in our soil. So this is special soil because you can see that there are all these little white pieces through it. So that's sand I've added to this potting mix, and that's going to allow the water to drain through the mix. Otherwise, our succulents are going to rot.
We don't want that at all.
So we've got our potting mix. Let's get our masks on. I'll put mine on, and then you can start putting the potting mix in. So now our potting mix in, I think it's time to get town planning. What have you got going on here? I see like some dinosaurs and a bus.
I'm gonna save it for later.
It's a secret.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So we're ready to plant up?
Yes.
So to do this, you can help me here. So what we need to do first is give the pot a good squeeze, and then you can turn it on its side and then just shimmy it out. Keep going, perfect. And then you can tickle the roots, give them a little bit of a tickle, and that loosens the soil from their roots. And sometimes it can be a little bit long. And what we can do, this is gonna look brutal, we can snap them off. Ah!
My
So,
all right.
because we want to make it fit in that little hole. So
Yeah.
do you want to dig the hole? Make sure you only put the roots in there. We don't want the whole plant. Just tamp down on the soil and make sure the succulent is nice and secure. Wow, don't our succulent cities look great?
Yeah.
Pia, what did you do?
I proudly present Cactopia. Get it? So Cactopia is a beach town. As you can see over here, I have some blocks that represent the beach hotels. I have the sand and the lovely people laying down on the beach. The water over here with some coral poking out. The slide.
I love the giant slide.
Thank you.
Looks like so much fun.
I bet she thinks so.
Tell me about what you did here.
Okay, so it's called the Romeo Dinosaur Lander. Okay, so these plants right here obviously resemble coral, and I've coloured these rocks right here to resemble shells. The mushrooms are food, and then that's the treasure chest, and there was a submarine crashed here, and then now the dinosaurs are taking over.
Oh, I like what you've done there. And may I present Tammy Worth. Well, I think this person's a little lost, but she's taking some shelter underneath this giant aloe. And then we've got some excavators in there trying to save her, I think.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing construction.
Yeah. Well, look at the mess we've made.
Yeah.
I think I'll just leave this with you guys.
Wait, what?
And I'll be back in a sec. Yeah?
Tammy!
Hey,
Tammy!
what are
Tammy,
you
come
doing?
back!
Oh my
Tammy!
Come a little bit closer. A little bit closer. No peeking now. All right, so we've found the perfect spot for our succulent cities. And I've got a surprise for you. We've now got power!
Whoa!
It's so pretty.
It brings the whole thing to life.
Don't they look great?
They really do. I love it.
Looks like a real city now.
Yeah.
It does.
Wait.